How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your fur style. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a Clark, Commander, Deadeye. Commando, Sentinel. Saboteur. Psy-Freak. Commando. Deadeye. Sentinel. Sentinel chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo.
So glad you realize who you...
You can't
Because...
But remember...
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Foe. Flat hat. Stay on top.
The oil sludges everywhere. For most, it only means death. Some have adapted to the new environment. Evolution. Knock it all around. Halfway there. Breaking bones. Look, an emergency box from the once was. Rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their bodies. They shed blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. That's a good find. Dead already. Not the easiest way to get up. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. Everyone loves a good hat. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. neutralized. Nailed. That sure is useful. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking... He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the...
Wherefore? Where?
The legend of the one-eyed child that... The child could have been anyone, but the evil... There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma... He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to... It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike. You're such a good child, so you... He understands why you came all the way. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here. You might be right. Like... The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. You found... The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle. Only time will tell. You'll need to support the tree for the long time to come. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but... Go catch... One day, he hopes the tree will have grown. But today, your focus is getting this one. Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, from this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. No, she's got lost. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.